It was a world according to Dave. Now my next guest right here, BWA. That's all I can say. All right. Thank you for stopping down. BWA, what does it stand for?
Brutal Wrestling Association.
And basically, what do you guys do? You're just starting up your own wrestling federation?
Yeah, we started. We're like, got a couple of friends wrestle. They're like hardcore, anything goes.
Mm-hmm.
Tables, chairs. If you get hit, no DQ.
Mm-hmm.
Anything goes.
So are they like real feuds that happen
Yes,
in
real
the
feuds.
BWA?
We got this new stable in WH, New World Hoodlums. They're taking over. They have all the belts so far almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So the number here is 470-5753 if you have a question for the BWA, for me, or if you want to answer the question of the day, which is, what's the worst thing you ever wore? What's the worst thing you ever wore? Let me answer this phone call. You're on the works. What's the worst thing you ever wore?
Show me like a clip of them or something.
You want to see a clip of BWA?
Yeah.
I think we can handle that. You know what? It's in a couple seconds. We'll go to a highlight reel of the BWA, which has just all the insane. I was watching it before and just breaking tables, chairs. You're on the works.
Yo, who are these kids?
I don't know. So how long has the BWA? How long has it been around?
Since October.
October. Now, how many wrestlers are in the organization right now?
About 15, 20.
15 or 20, huh? So in a couple of seconds, we're going to go to the BWA highlight reel. You can only see it here on Channel 19. You know what? Let's don't wait. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Sit back, put on the seatbelts. You're in for a bumpy ride. BWA. Okay, we're back. BWA. So, do you think you guys are more hardcore than ECW?
Yes. ECW is nothing. Now they have no wrestlers, they have no talent, they're nobodies.
You're on the works. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
What's going on, man? How are you?
All right.
What's the worst thing you ever wore?
The worst thing, one time I had these leather chaps on, dude, and I wore a pair of cowboy boots and a black fedora, and it was off the hook. I had a mesh shirt with holes on it.
A mesh shirt.
It was crazy.
Thank you for calling. Wow, a mesh shirt. You're on the works. You have a question for the BWA.
These guys look tough.
Yeah, when you see the highlight reel, you really got to see it.
They look tough, man. I'm like shaking just looking at them right now.
What is the worst article of clothing you ever wore?
One time I went out in public and all I wore was a grapefruit in my butt cheeks.
Thank you. You're on the works. Hello. All right. So now, you also, not only do you have different wrestlers and everything, you have big events. When's your next big event?
Next is going to be our pay-per-view, February 15th, called Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell. So now, how many matches are going to happen on there?
Probably seeing about 8.
8 matches. And are you charging admission for people to come in to watch?
Yes. We're going to charge admission, about maybe $2. Mm-hmm. People are going to come then.
Now, how long do events like this usually go on for?
It's in about 2-3 hours.
2 to 3 hours. No, that you get your money's worth. You spend $2, and you're in there for 2 to 3 hours. So now, was there any serious injuries that happened because of a BWA match?
Yeah, one time someone threw a chair and caught me right over here, and I was bleeding. Mm-hmm. Still had a fight in the match. Mm-hmm. Nothing else. When I got powerbombed through a table, my back still kind of hurted.
Did anything ever happen to you during a BWA match?
Yeah, I got kneed in the nose, and my nose is bleeding. That's about it.
And you guys just keep wrestling with blood going all over the place?
Blood, injury, you wrestle, or you lose.
So, where do you wrestle? And just someone in whose basement is it?
Mr. Hollywood's basement.
All right. So now, does anyone care that you just completely wreck tables and your blood all over? No one cares about this? No one. All right. So the number here is 470-5753. We're having technical difficulties with our tape, so we're going to have to air that at a later date, and along with Cerrone's Guide to Smoothness. That would be on our next show, which is February 17th, a Wednesday from 7 until 8. Also, right now we're going to put a graphic on the screen, which is an address that you can reach us at. If you want to send us any fan mail, hate mail, any kind of mail, you can reach us at Channel 19, 900 Clifton Avenue, Clifton, New Jersey, 07013, or you can email us at cowsfly1@aol.com. So you guys are also not only wrestlers, you're wrestling fans, am I right?
Yes.
So now, us and the crew here, we have a couple wrestling questions for you. I'm going to start it off. We'll go easy. How many turnbuckles are there in a wrestling ring? 12.
12.
Yeah.
Fuck one.
And right now, I do believe our men up in the satellite have questions. Satellite guys.
Well, you know something, brother. It's all hectic in here, let me tell you. Nothing's working and everything's hectic. But I'll tell you what, brother. You call yourself a wrestling fan? I got questions right here. We got the main man back here. He's gonna be asking you some questions. And right now, where's my questions at? Here we go. Name the man who defeated Ric Flair for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship in front of 45,000 what? At the first annual David Von Erich Memorial Parade of Champions, and in what stadium? Simple question, I thought.
Sure, he's NWA. You know how old they are?
It's a simple question. Anyone know?
I don't know. Probably some chocolate.
What's the answer up there in the satellite?
Kerry Von Erich in front of 45,000 screaming fans in a Texas stadium.
Who's that guy? Yeah, he's a scrub. I can take him.
The number is 470-5753. The show is The Works. Give us a call. The question of the day is, what's the worst article of clothing you ever wore? My guests right now is the BWA. You can call and ask them questions. They're wrestlers that have their own wrestling organization, and their next event's coming up pretty soon. You're on The Works. How may we help you?
These guys look real tough. I think they're just a bunch of fags.
When you come over here and say that, I'll smack you around a little bit.
You're on The Works. Hello. What is the worst article of clothing you ever wore?
What's up with that Beaver Joe person? I don't get it.
Oh, Platypus Joe?
What's up with that?
Well, basically, Platypus Joe is just showing you how not to act. Like, people came up to him, asked him for help, and he beat them down with a sign, a street sign. You don't do that. You don't act like that.
But who would do that? Think about it.
Well, I got a question for you, asking me questions. What's the worst article of clothing you ever wore?
It was like this thing my grandma gave me. It was this long sleeve shirt with these bears or something.
All right, thank you for calling. Well, guys, thank you for coming on the show. Unfortunately, we can't run the highlight tape. We're going to have to air it at a later date. Can you guys come back to our next show?
Yeah, sure.
All right, and that was BWA. I'm Chris Mariano. This has been The Works, and that's really it for today. Our next show is February 17th, Wednesday, from 7 until 8. And send us letters. We need the address on the screen one more time.